Hello, you guys. Happy first Monday of fall. Like fell back yesterday on the calendars with our time. So we all got an extra hour, which is pretty cool. This is Rise and Thrive. I am Tricia Turner. This is a podcast that comes usually every Monday at 12 p.m. ish Central Time, running a little bit behind schedule today. But you know what? There's so much going on in the real estate industry and in the world. Like I'm like super grateful that I can have Paul jump on here with me today. In fact, we're probably going to make this more of a regular thing and we'll bring in other guests as well. But we're both super laser focused on the challenges of the industry and how to help agents build better lives. That's our mission, is to build better lives by building better agents. And so we are extremely focused on all of the things that we are doing in our community, which we're going to talk about today, and things that we're working on that are up and coming for you guys in the real estate world to help you. So first of all, the podcast Rise and Thrive, of course, is based on the 4 principles most important in my life, which are faith, family, finances, and fitness. And real estate, of course, is at the foundation of all of that, because I am a real estate broker. I've been doing this for about 22 years. We are with Realty of America, and every single day, no kidding, like no days off, I'm doing some kind of real estate activity. And Paul is doing it right along with me. So, Paul, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me on the Rise and Thrive podcast.
Love it. You know, this is the word thrive. You look up the definition and I kind of like create my own from there, but it's none of us are supposed to be here on this earth just to exist. We're not supposed to be here just to live these mediocre lives, stressed out all the time, freaked out all the time. And in the real estate industry, that can happen, especially when you're challenged with things that we've been repeatedly challenged with now since COVID. And I talk about it a lot in our morning community, which is also called Rise and Thrive. And it seems as though we sound like broken records, or at least feel like a broken record, where we're like, well, we haven't seen a normal real estate market since the COVID industry, and we have not. But it seems like every time we think we're going to have a normal market soon or next year, that doesn't happen. Now here we are in November of 2025, nowhere near a normal market. And in fact, it's an ever-changing market and industry, for that matter, all over the world. Paul's, and I believe everybody's got God-given gifts and talents, and sometimes people never even realize what they are. Sometimes they realize them much later in life. For me, it's very natural and easy for me to be obsessed with real estate data. I'm overly obsessed with it, probably. I can read an entire book and not retain anything in that book, but you show me data, stats, and anything about real estate and the market and and I retain it and can recite it, which is crazy. And I'm very blessed to be able to do that. Paul, with technology and all things in that field, like especially artificial intelligence, all that, he's obsessed with it and loves it and can teach it and comprehend it. And we're wildly blessed to have that. And so what we've put together, it's something that we've been working on for, I don't even know, how long have we been working on Rise and Thrive, Paul? A year now? More?
A little bit over a year.
Yeah. Because we didn't even realize like the magnitude of what it was going to become. But we really kind of launched it with our event in January of this year, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. We've pretty much been creating it almost since we've met, and we never really put a name to it or really created a system behind it until about a year and a half ago. And so I guess you just got that wild hair one day, and we finally came up with a name, and we put pen to paper and created something amazing.
We did, and we had this super cool event. Data shows that most people that start or say they're going to have a New Year's resolution or whatever, change their life, go to church, start working out, eat healthy, all that stuff people say every year and never do. Most people launch a New Year's resolution, but data shows that they fall off by January 21st. So 3 weeks into their resolution, they don't go to church anymore. They stop working out, all these things. So we launched an event the third week of January, or right after the third week of January, we call it Thrive, Time to Thrive. The vision, of course, was for real estate agents to come to the event and to leave the event with the right mindset so that they don't fall off their New Year's resolutions, that they get out there and have their best year ever. They hustle, they are out there working with grit. They're doing all things that you've got to do to be productive in real estate. Well, it was such a hit that we loved it. Of course, it fired us up. We're like, we're going to make this an annual thing. So we are like, so we're not going to go into too much detail about that other than your calendars for January 29th, because we're going to blow your minds, right, Paul?
For sure. We literally, if y'all pay attention, you'll see us travel at least once a quarter, or maybe even a couple of times a quarter. It's because we do everything that we can to put ourselves in the rooms with these big players that are doing big things. And we pretty much take all that in and we find folks that we like. And then we offer it back to our local area and to agents that are like-minded, that collaborate with us. And then we get the speakers from these places that we've gone to, and then we share our expertise with everyone there, just so everyone can take part in all this education that is really out here at our fingertips every day.
So mark your calendars, real estate people, for January 29th. It'll be all day. We're not giving you the location yet or the lineup, but just know that we've got like 16 people that are going to be coming to educate y'all and fire y'all up to have an amazing 2026. So keep that in mind.
Probably going to be one of the best events of 2026 for sure.
Yes. And a couple of more things that we're going to be talking about, or we're going to talk about right now. So the data, of course, shows Jerome Powell made some stupid statement like he does every time that they meet. And so interest rates are kind of all over the map right now. In fact, we just got a notification about an hour ago that they spiked up to 6.3. At the end of the day, stop freaking out about the interest rates. Like this, a 6.3 interest rate or a 6.1 or a 5.9 is literally the difference of like $40 a month. So if you're going to freak out over $40 a month, you probably shouldn't be out buying a house right now. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. So the Rise and Thrive community, though, we talk about this every single morning. And again, this is something very near and dear. And we talked about this, Paul and I did definitely a year ago. We've been encouraged by people that we coach with and train with, like, you need to do a morning huddle. And we tried to do a morning huddle, what, like 3 years ago, Paul?
We did.
We didn't like it
No.
because some of the agents that would get on with these Debbie Downer faces and like not dressed and ready for the day and just no energy. So we're like, I said, I can't do this. I'm not getting on and starting my day looking at that. And with that kind of energy, it's not healthy for me.
Right.
So we were like, nah. Well, in the meantime, we have now decided that we don't want to do a morning huddle where you get in and you're like, yeah, rah stuff. It's not us. But we do want to get on and train. We're very passionate about training and educating people in our industry to become all that they were created to be. And so we have a morning community. It is called the Rise and Thrive community. Everything is hinged on the word thrive because we're not here to survive. We're here to thrive. So our Rise and Thrive community is every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:15 or 9:30. And it isn't a rah-rah session at all. In fact, it's very factual. It's all data driven. It's so that agents jump on, you can stay on for the whole hour, 30 minutes, whatever it is. We start with a prayer, of course, because it's faith-based, and then it's data. And it's Paul teaches artificial intelligence and how to best use that. And he's going to show us all kinds of crazy stuff tomorrow. I'm talking about data. We do role play. We do mindset. We do coaching and retraining, all of that. Paul, now that we've been doing the Rise and Thrive morning community for, what do you think? We're on month 3 now?
Yeah, about month 3.
Yeah. What's your thoughts about it?
So you talked about when we started 3 years ago during the morning huddles with everybody. That was a completely different market, and we were allowing other people to really dictate what we were doing. And now, with the advancements in artificial intelligence, with the real estate market being up and down, left, right, and every way, which way till Sunday, it's kind of imperative that we do it every morning because you never know what the next day holds. The way that that today ends may be completely different tomorrow. And so in order to make sure that agents, like real estate agents out there, are presenting the best message, you have to be informed almost every morning, daily, because it's easy to get distracted by, just random people messaging this or saying that. We heard a guy the other day. What did he say? You kind of went back and forth with him about what kind of market it was, and it's just because people are looking at you're looking at data, but you're looking at the ones and zeros, and you're not really putting two and two together what's happening in the real world. And so you're the voice of reason when it comes to that. And so I think agents really get a lot out of it, and that's why everyone's enjoying it. And then when I teach AI, it's not really even me teaching AI. I don't see it that way because it's ever changing. What you use artificial intelligence to do last week is probably a complete opposite this week because there's an updates happen, some new modification has happened to it. The data that you're pulling from is completely changed. So it's kind of just guiding. So we're all on this journey together. And if I were to create a course, which there is a course, but if I had a course right now, and let's say I created a course like 6 months ago, and that course is somewhere inside of the university, and then you say, I want to learn all about AI, and I tell you, go check out that course or go pay $755 to go get that course, then you go learn everything from that course and you try to apply it today, it won't work. Because I promise you, I've taught to probably hundreds of real estate agents now on how to use artificial intelligence, and it's completely different today than it was 6 months ago. So this Rise and Thrive community on your end and my end is very beneficial to everybody that attends it, and we feel the need.
We do. And the crazy thing is that if you're listening to this and you're not part of it, you probably can't be right now because it is only available for our immediate team and our network with Realty of America. But because it's so impactful and the people that are in it are like, they show up every day, they're learning, they're then able to articulate what we say and go out there and be the best version of themselves, use the tools that are at their fingertips to actually help enhance their business. And they're becoming the market expert if they're not already, which is super freaking awesome to watch. But there's very few people actually out there doing what we do, or doing it correctly and in our ways, the right way. We believe 100%. So we are going to open it up to the public. We are going to open it up to every real estate agent or person. We don't care. You don't even have to be in real estate. If you want to just be part of our community, number one, you have to be a positive person. We're not bringing Debbie Downers in. You're going to get kicked out if you are that. But if you want to come and be part of the community and learn about artificial intelligence, learn about data, learn how to become a market expert, like we'll be happy to have you. You'll see that get launched publicly in the next couple of weeks. We're working on things right now to bring it to you guys in the public, right, Paul?
That's right. Like it will be live, and it will be something incredible. We're not just creating necessarily just a coaching platform. We're creating a community of like-minded individuals that are moving in the same direction, some at different paces, but we're all moving in the same direction towards greatness. Like we rise together and we thrive together. It's set early in the morning for a very specific reason. You're what is that saying? You're the early, not the early bird gets the worm, but
Well, most billionaires are up before the sun,
yeah,
right?
there's
Yeah,
that.
say
Yeah.
that.
You're in, well, yeah, your early risers or your thrivers or your learners.
Oh, learners are earners. That's one
Yeah,
of them. Readers are leaders. That's
yeah,
another one. Yeah.
yeah.
You got to
So
pay attention to who you're paying attention to.
we're up early in the morning. The objective is for you to, by the time you're on that podcast, I mean you're on that session, you're dressed and you're ready for work. That way, as soon as you end our session, it's pretty much it's time to put the boots to the ground and start working. So You receive all the tools that you need in order to speak to your potential clients. You receive all the tools that you need to do in order to leverage your time to where you automate all the tasks that you have set up for you, or you have structured in your day in order to give you that time back to actually pay attention to your clients, to help them. So everything is very intentional, it's very exciting, and it's absolutely going to be at all y'all's fingertips very soon.
It is. And part of the journey, and it's crazy because again, we do a sales meeting every week, every Tuesday here in our office. We do have an office. And part of that sales meeting is always to deliver a market update to the agents that are in attendance. Why? Because most agents, at least I know when the agents show up, they're going to leave there and be able to regurgitate whatever I've said and deliver to their people, whoever they're talking to, a real life update. What's going on in the market? What's to be expected? What do we think interest rates are doing? All of that stuff, because it's coming live from my mouth that I'm studying this stuff every single day. Well, now, because of what we've put together in our morning community, I'm now not just delivering that on Tuesdays. It's every day. Paul teaches during the week, and then I teach as well. So we know that the agents that show up for the Rise and Thrive community are leaving that day. They can go talk to anybody and tell them what's going on in the market, what's to be expected, what can they use their chat GPT, like all things. And it's so freaking cool. So we're very excited to bring that to you guys. And the one, not the last, but one other thing we want to talk about, and again, this all, y'all, it centers around training. And the craziest thing is we're not getting paid for this. Like we run our own company. So we do this. Like someone said this to us the other day. He was like, well, I love all the training that y'all do, but when do you get paid? Right?
Yes.
Remember that guy Brian said that to us?
Yeah, he did.
And we were like, well, that's coming. We're this is the things that we're doing. Power Agent Playbook is another free thing that we do for real estate agents. Paul, what's Power Agent Playbook?
um wow, what is Power Agent Playbook not? That's
Yes.
a better question. It's really a gumbo. We have our family, and at this point, we call it our Power Agent Playbook family. You have Amy, you have Maggie, you have Javier, Tricia, and myself. We are all very gifted at our own individual fields, and what we've always wanted to do is present something to agents all over Houston, all over everywhere, anywhere that we can really get to how can we create a class that gives them a fresh start, information from the right people in the different fields that will get an agent into production. How can we create that? And so we grabbed all of us together, and it was almost like an interview process, kind of, and then it turned into a family. But we got all of us together to find out what we were strong at, and then we all picked what we wanted to talk for 20 minutes about, and we just wanted to get it out to agents. So every month we get together. Tricia trains on listings. I train on artificial intelligence. Amy trains on how to work with investors. Maggie trains on how to organize your life as an agent, which is complicated. And Javier, he teaches you absolutely how to take your phone or take your current referral network and make the most out of it instead of just wasting your time. And we called it Power Agent Playbook because I guarantee you, everybody that's attended Power Agent Playbook, if they have not got a deal in their pocket, it's coming if they implement the things that we teach them. And that's just in 20 minutes. We created it, we love it, and we consistently do it. So everyone always has an opportunity to learn.
And it's in person, not on Zoom, y'all.
Yeah.
And we move it around.
Yes, we do.
Where are we doing it this month, Paul? And when is it, Paul?
When is it, Tricia? You tell me.
It's November 19th. It's always the third Wednesday of the month at 11 a.m.
And where is it at, Tricia Turner?
This one, Amy Lampman's calling me right now. She's got to look. Like, look, girl, we're live right now.
Join in.
This one is going to be at the Cannon, which is right off of Brittmore near I-10. So kind of in the Spring Branch Energy Corridor area. Lunch is going to be provided.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're going to go till about 1:30. And y'all, it's our final one of 2025. So you better show up because it's literally 20 minutes of each segment and then lunches at the end. You can do Q&A. It's like we're going to make sure we're going to show you, we're going to unfold a playbook about every little topic there. You're going to be able to leave with something that you can take action with that day that will help you and grow your business. So Power Agent Playbook, watch for 2026 though, because we're going to double down in our calendar for that and it's going on the road. So if you're paying attention to this and you hear Power Agent Playbook, it's going to come to a city near you. It probably is. You're going to see us in Dallas. You're going to see us in San Antonio and in Austin, as well as all around Houston. So we're really going to bring it out there because it's so impactful for real estate agents. And every time we do it, we have agents come up to us at the end and be like, I've never seen anyone show what you just showed. Thank you so much.
Mhm. And it's
Free.
meant to be that way. Since I've met you, Tricia, and I came into this real estate space, every training that we've ever gone to, from all kinds of random, well, not every training, I take that back. A lot of trainings that we've gone to from a lot of folks, it's pretty much a bait and switch kind of scenario, to where people have these incredible hooks that get you there, and then you just sit there, open up your notebook, and close your notebook after like the first 15 minutes. So we literally sat down and opened up our playbook, like our actual playbook, the Tricia Turner Group playbook, the Latman Home Team playbook, the Tello Group playbook, the Nova Era playbook, and then we're sharing it with y'all. There's no point in keeping everything under lock and key, because the objective is to build better lives by building, is it better,
And
what
our
is,
agents.
oh yeah, better agents. And how do you build better agents if you're a closed book? So we opened up the playbook for everybody. And as a matter of fact, everybody that's going to be on Rise and Thrive tomorrow, I am going to scare everybody by showing y'all what the world has coming, but I'm also going to show you how to not let it destroy you. And I'll give y'all a piece about what's going on. I mean, if you're if you're in the real estate space, if you're really doing anything in the world, you're a lot of folks are afraid of what's going to happen with artificial intelligence kind of taking over everything. You feel as though that your days are numbered in whatever field that you're in. That can be true. It can absolutely be true. But what you're failing to see is the opportunity that artificial intelligence grants you right now, if you're utilizing it right. So just think about this little tidbit just for y'all. Um, AI is extremely gifted in running numbers. It's extremely gifted in program writing. It's extremely gifted in tasks. It's very task oriented. So if you're thinking about your life right now and you feel as though it's a bit complicated and you just don't know how to get ahead, ask your chat GPT. Tell your chat GPT what you're going through, ask it, and see if it can help you organize it. That way you can have some time to be creative again.
I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that's a little something.
And then another thing, someone once told me many, many years ago, long time ago, like, you're running a nonprofit here. You're like running a, a, okay, a ministry. That's what he called it, a ministry. And I was like, you know what? And he said, you're going to have to stop running a ministry. And I was like, no, clearly that didn't stick because like we're still trying to help people every single day. That being said, if you look at the data, real estate agents, here's a fun fact that I heard this morning when I was listening to the data. If you are a real estate agent and you have listed and sold 2.9 listings this year, so basically 3 listings, you are the elite. You are in the 1%ers, like you are the top, you are the elite, which is insanity that you can list and sell 3 homes and be considered an elite agent. But there you are. There's the data on that. So pat yourself on the back if you've done that. That's because Because why? Because most agents still have not done any transactions yet, because that's the market and the industry that we've been in, even though there's some that are killing it, right? Why is that? Because there are, unfortunately, a huge population of agents that are unskilled and untrained, huge. Hence why we do all the training that we do. However, there is this, I don't know if it's ego, I don't know if it's pride, I don't know what it is, maybe a little bit of all, that these agents, lots of them, they could be at, a Gary Green or some old school franchise model like that, a Century 21, any of that stuff that just should be shut down. But perhaps they just don't understand like the way the future of our industry is. And the data shows that some of them are reluctant to change, reluctant to join a team. They don't want to lose their solo agent persona, whatever that is. We are with Realty of America. We
Oh,
don't
wow.
necessarily want to grow this massive team. We do have our own internal team. Paul and I run the Tricia Turner group. We do have a small team. And we are bringing agents onto our team if they're a good fit, meaning they have to interview with our team. That's a whole nother video. But
Yeah. Yeah.
because we are hearing so much chatter, because we talk to agents every single day, and that they always talk about splits and what their company's doing and blah, blah, blah. If you look at the old traditional franchise models, which is what KW is, uh, Century 21, Coldwell Banker, all of those, they're all franchise models. Those all have splits. You're not at 100%. There's royalty fees on those splits as well. Usually a franchise fee, it's a royalty fee, they call it. So they could be 60-40, they could be 70-30, they could be 80-20. They're all splits, no matter what. Compass has one. Some of these companies don't have a cap, meaning you're on a split forever. Compass is one. There is no end. You're always on that split. You also, like, what do you get then? You're paying them 20%, 30%, whatever your split
A
is
small
with your
team.
brokerage. What are you getting for that, right? Usually not much. Well, we at Realty of America, everyone's just on an 85-15 split, right? And there's a 14,000 annual cap. We have decided, Paul and I, that we're going to launch another thing. What, in the next couple of weeks, Paul?
It's ready to go. But I do believe that we agreed in the next couple of weeks, though.
What is it?
Um, I think it has something to do with the state that we live in. What state is that?
We live in the country of Texas.
Oh, yeah, the United States of Texas. And part of that, we're creating a big team of people that are really trying to take over. They're trying to grow your business, that really want to take advantage of the opportunities that were here. And what what do we call that thing, Trisha?
Is it Team Texas?
I think so. Team Texas, go.
And so, for one, probably tune in next Monday, same time, same place. We're probably going to have some others on with us to talk about their vision of Team Texas. But Paul, what is your vision of Team Texas?
I believe that it's going to become something incredible. I think that it's going to be um, a huge. Yeah, you hear me say it over and over again. This thing about community, because community is going to be is very important. I don't know if y'all understand that or not, but if you don't, I would absolutely recommend that you figure it out. But it's going to be a community of top producing agents that is built by top producing agents for top producing agents, to where people just get everything that they need in one place instead of having to go search here and search there and pay for this and pay for that, when it's just all here and everybody's just sharing. So it's going to be something incredible, and I do think that it is going to be the best thing in the United States of Texas.
So, real estate agents, stay tuned to that. Our goal, of course, is it's not team splits or anything like that, because it's not a team. It's just a name and a place and a community where you can come and be part of something and be around other like-minded people, with the same common denominator of becoming the best version of you and making our industry absolutely is the best industry in the world. Because if you haven't noticed, artificial intelligence is replacing lots of jobs. You see it happening.
Hmm.
But our goal is to make sure that you always have a career and that you're not just surviving, but you're thriving, right, Paul?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is taking over a lot of stuff. There's, uh, I don't know if anybody's paying attention to the big changes in a lot of the way that warehouses are being operated right now. That changed almost overnight. There's a lot of layoffs that are continuously happening because they're being replaced by artificial intelligence. There was a seminar that we went to the other day where a young man spoke about what did he say about he says um, artificial intelligence is taking over all the white collar jobs, and robots are going to take over all the blue collar jobs. Now, the question is, how long is that going to take? And how much time do you have to really get your butt into work and make as much money as you can before things like that change? If they do, then are you positioned for the future, or are you still guessing?
And aren't we going to learn more about that tomorrow morning on the Rise and Thrive community?
We are. And just so y'all know, anybody that's not part of the Rise and Thrive community, everything is recorded and everything will be in the community once it's available for everyone. So no worries.
All right. So, guys, tip of the day market update, just so you know. Federal Reserve, when they met last week, here's your thing that you need to know for the end of the day or for today. The interest rates, they agreed to take it down 25 basis points. The Jerome Powell, there's been like rumor that we are going to have one rate cut in October and one in December. Well, his clincher statement that kind of threw everything off was he's not guaranteeing a rate cut in December. He's like, we'll just have to see how it goes. I told everyone on our Rise and Thrive community this morning, like, stop worrying about if there's a rate cut or not in December. Who gives a freaking crap? If there is one, it's so minuscule. It doesn't really matter. Rates are where they are right now. What we know here in Houston, Texas, where we're at, we're having an amazing buyer's market. And if buyers aren't out there taking advantage of this market, they're absolutely crazy. Sellers, if your home is sitting on the market right now, that's the norm. Unfortunately, we're in a government shutdown. I think we're on day 32 or 34. One of these, it's a month. It's a month long. It sucks, but it is what it is. We have no control over these things. All we can do every single day is get up, do your job, be the best version of you, get out there and talk to as many people as you possibly can, tune into the right things that are feeding your mind so that you know what to go out there and say so that you can be a productive person in the real estate industry or whatever industry you're in, and stop worrying about things that we can't control, y'all.
Yep. And if you find yourself stuck in that place to where you're focusing on the things that you have no control over, I have two answers for you. Number one, there's a prayer that is the prayer of serenity. I would recommend that you Google that, look it up, and read it a couple times. And two, you should go ahead and hit the gym because
Definitely.
there are some things called endorphins that release in the mind. If it's not the gym, if it's going for a walk, go do it. And then after you do that, clear your mind out and be prepared to take in this world and put your shield up and your sword and fight. So
Tune in to us, tune into the market. I've told everyone in our Rise and Thrive community for last week, 103 markets, major markets in the United States are in an area where there are falling home values. Maybe you're in one of them. Houston is one of them, but that doesn't mean the sky is falling, and that doesn't mean we're going to see the bottom fall out at all. Because if you keep in mind, data is usually reported 6 months after it already happened. Our values in Houston have been coming down incrementally since February of this year. So it's now November. Okay. This is like old news. I've been telling everybody this. I'm like, this has been happening. This is old news. They're just now reporting it 6 months later. So stop with the sky is falling concept. It's not. Here's your little tip of the day as well. Final tip of the day, that expect home values, if they're going to come down a little bit further, and they may, you'll see that likely start tapering off, like my predictions, early spring. We'll then start seeing, if interest rates do what everyone thinks they're going to do, we'll then start seeing more of a balanced market. And then the most people that I follow predict that we'll have a spring back into appreciation 2027. So that's it. It's just the market correcting itself as it should. COVID blew everything out of proportion. Final thoughts, Paul, today on our episode.
I approve of Tricia's message, and artificial intelligence does as well. So I think that's pretty much it. I would recommend anybody that's watching this, if you get a hold of this, you absolutely go to thepoweragentplaybook.com and register for this one. This is going to be the last one of 2025. And we are going to announce something very special and an opportunity that you don't want to miss out on. Not only are you going to get educated by this family of power agents and me, but you're also going to receive something that for free that you wouldn't have got anywhere else. And I guarantee you, at this Power Agent Playbook, if you want to go ahead and set yourself up to create a New Year's resolution for 2026 that you stick to, show up.
Love it. All right, Power Agent Playbook, November 19th, 11 a.m. to like 1:30. Food is provided at the Cannon. Watch for it. Go to thepoweragentplaybook.com to register. You're going to hear lots of stuff, free giveaways for sure. Tune in every Monday on our Rise and Thrive Network. Watch for our Rise and Thrive community coming soon to you guys out in the public out there. Because remember, together we rise, together we thrive. Have an amazing first Monday of November, guys. Bye, y'all.
Peace out.